make you so special? Why did he bless you? Think about it. I woke up this morning. Got a smile when I say that shit. I woke up this morning.
We are live. We're live with Stephen Frick.
Good to be here.
It's great to be here with you.
I appreciate it.
Have a conversation. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
High school buddy, college buddy, all of the above.
Yeah, I've known Fischer for a minute now.
It's been a good 60 seconds.
Right, yeah. I tell you what, I was friends with Jordan when he was weird, and now he's cool and normal. So there you go.
Yeah, he's seen me come a long way. I really dug out of the gutter since then.
Something like that.
I fucked my life up, became a heroin addict,
but he came out of it, and that's why we love him. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I appreciate you being there in the struggle the whole time. What's that quote? It's like, if you can't love me, or if you weren't there during the tough, I don't know.
If you weren't there during the tough times, I don't want you when I'm doing well. Something like that. But
some basic Twitter posts that everybody retweets.
Those are the stuff that I don't retweet. All right, I like to produce my own content. So you can't retweet that stuff. You know,
unique,
yeah.
Unique,
just like this. Some unique content. That's what people need to do. I think we need to see more of that in the world.
There we go.
Just in general, but
more unique content, like breaking tables.
Like breaking tables, like breaking tables.
You totally saw it coming. I told him before the podcast that this would, if he's cool with bringing up a breaking table, we'll probably play the clip before this podcast actually starts.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Honestly, it was one of those things down at Missouri State. I kind of got known that I was infamous about it. You know, there'd be a good night. We'd all be going out and, doing whatever. And we'd all come back, and if there was something to celebrate, my form of celebration was breaking tables, UFC style. Either and there was another person on the table or not. It was a good time. After we won that IFC, the Kappa Sigma IFC championship for either soccer or football. I don't remember, but I definitely broke a table after that. I remember there was one day, it was a tailgate where Missouri State won the game, and at the fraternity house there was a bunch of girls eating lunch or eating dinner at the table. On the table. And there was Chick-fil-A all over the table. There's sauces everywhere. And I just jumped as high as I could, and I broke that table, and it flipped up in a way that the Chick-fil-A, like a couple girls saw it come, no, and grabbed their food, but the rest of the girls, it was just sauce flying through the air all over the walls. It was a good time, but yeah, definitely something I got known to doing, and almost people requested it after a while. It was kind of strange, but just one of those things that happens, right? I mean,
dude, I've never heard that Chick-fil-A story until now.
Right. Well, the first table that I broke actually was my first night of college. I don't know if I told you.
Really?
That. I got known about that before I even made any friends. People knew me as the person who broke the table. Who's that kid? Who did that?
Right.
And of course, it was me. I didn't want to own up to it, but I broke a table, again at the Kappa Sigma fraternity house, and a bunch of guys were
First night of college.
Oh yeah, first night. This is there was a rush party probably, several different places. And we actually hung out the first night of college.
Yeah, we did, because we started out at Delta Chi and then we went to Kappa Sig right after.
Right. And eventually that night led up to me going in that house, and I don't know what came out of me. I just decided I was going to break the table.
Dude, that's so funny.
Went ahead and did that.
Executed that.
Yeah, people wanted to beat me up really, really bad, and it ended up being, my big bro, Ryan Bacon, was the only one who backed me up. He was like, guys, don't worry about him. He's just, joking around, whatever. He didn't mean to break our only table in the house.
It was the only table.
Yeah, and then after that all happened, I booked it out. Down the street. I was gone. Into the night I went. So.
And then they got a replacement table a few months later, and that was the one I recorded, because it was just me and you that came back. Mm-hmm. And you're like, Jordan, record me real quick. Got your phone. Yeah, just oh, dude, you came down on that thing.
Well, and see, after you do it twice, it's just something that you're going to be known for. So
it was instinct at that point.
It was my signature move, I'd say. So.
Yeah, I was kind of tentative to even have this table here. I was like, just gotta box you out.
I'll break it. I'll break it right now if you want me to. Just play some John Cena. The time is now, and that cues me up to break any tables.
Little drum roll
within the vicinity. Play that song, and there will be tables that need to be annihilated. So there's that. It's kind of a weird thing, right? Kind of weird.
I love it though. So I think you'd be a really good person to ask hypothetical questions. So I kind of wrote up a few hypotheticals for you.
Okay.
If you had to lose 2 limbs, right? So any 2 limbs, you could lose 1 arm, 1 leg. What would it be?
I'd say probably any arm, any leg. Man, I don't lose my head. No.
I thought you were about to say your dick, to be honest.
Yeah. Dick,
That's definitely a limb.
and arm. No, I don't know, Jordan. What would you do? I mean, I need both my arms. I need both my legs.
Totally. Well, assuming that you get them replaced, like, mechanically. I don't know, like...
Definitely arms.
Arms?
I want mechanical arms.
There you go.
Robot arms. Judo chopping people.
Ooh.
Absolutely arms is the final answer on that one.
I like that. The only problem with that, though, is, like, anything, like, that requires, like, meticulous, like, concentration.
Yeah.
With, like, the fingers would kind of suck. You know what I mean?
It just depends. Technology's coming a long way. I think those prosthetic arms, eventually they're going to be better than human arms, right?
True.
So.
People are going to be chopping they're going to have total free will over just chopping their own arms off and getting, like, mechanical arms.
Yeah, but I'm sure, the time will come. I'm sure the time will come.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if that time would come, like, where the point that we just literally don't even have limbs anymore. We just, like, that's just the preference.
Is to be mostly robotic or to be more robotic. I don't know.
I don't think most people would put up with the pain, even if it was, like, somewhat of a norm.
Right. And you can't feel. You got to be able to feel.
True.
You can't go around not feeling. You probably don't know what it's like until it happens to you. So that's probably one of those things. If I had the choice, I'd keep them. I'd keep my arms.
Yes.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Well, you said you're going to be in 3 weddings this year. Are you kind of stoked?
Well,
You about to pull a wedding crashers?
it's funny. I almost wish I could crash these weddings. More so than I'm actually. I'm groomsman in 2 of them, and then one of them, my status is unknown, but I will be invited to it.
Right.
The first one is a good friend of mine since.
Well, if you get no title, then you could just be a wedding crasher.
Right, exactly. Well, not if you're invited, though. I thought you had to in order to crash a wedding.
Oh, you're right.
In order to crash a wedding, you can't be invited, and you have to show up, which I've never done. I don't know.
I've never done that either.
Never done that. It's kind of something I want.
I've only done it with funerals. So.
Actually, I take that back. I did crash one. I'm sorry if I'm exposing myself, but we were down. I was down in Soulard, and they had a wedding down there. I don't know if this is considered a crash, but I went down there with a couple friends of mine from work, and they were having a wedding in one of the bars, and I just started eating all the food. Like, they had food out.
Way.
Yeah, and I was, drinking, we were at the bar or whatever, and I just started going in. I just started eating. There was cookies and cake, and I think there was, like, finger foods and stuff. I started going in. I thought it was for everybody, so I just started eating it all. Somebody did say something to me, though. They said, you can't be doing that. Please leave right now. Like, so I guess I technically crashed that, but yeah,
It's so funny.
the 3 weddings this year, it's gonna be a trip. Like I said, I'm a groomsman in 2 of them, and they're 2 of my good buddies that I've been friends with for a real long time. Our families are friends.
That would be pretty, like, I guess just special. It'd be kind of cool, like, seeing those people. Because how long have you known them? Like, since
My whole life.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And they're my age. So Alec Willard, who's getting married, he's gonna be he's my same age. So he's gonna be 21 when he gets married, and
wow.
Brandon will be he'd be 22 when he gets married. So real young, in my opinion, probably.
Right.
But man, they know what they want to do, which is cool for them. But I can't see it personally, right? I can't see it.
Right. I was about to ask you, do you feel any pressure personally, like?
Yeah, I mean, there's always societal pressure, right? You know, you got your family. Except my family never got married young. They got married when they were like 35.
I like that age. Or
not when they were 35. I think my mom was like around 27, somewhere around there.
Okay.
So, but I can't. I'm psyched to see these guys do what they want to do with the girls and the women that they have chose to do this with.
Yeah.
But man, it's really tough watching a buddy of yours who you've been friends with for a very long time, and like you played t-ball with these kids, and you did all these stupid stuff. You used to go down to the lake and all of that. But you got to realize that that's the past, and now this is the future. They got ladies that they love a whole lot, and they want to spend the rest of their life with them, which I think is beautiful. But It's hard. Like, as a groomsman, you have to let those people go, which is tough to swallow.
Right.
I hope I don't pass out or anything. So, well, I'm out there.
Yeah, don't hold your breath too long.
I've seen people do that. People do that all the time. You lock your legs up and you just pass out on the podium up there, and that's what I don't want.
Really? Just like the pressure gets to them, or?
Well, they teach at least grooms to don't lock your legs because all your blood just rushes to your feet and not to your head, and you pass out. Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess sometimes it's the nerves or whatever, but also it's just don't lock your knees. It's bad for.
Dude, I might do that intentionally at a wedding. You've heard it here first. You guys have heard it here first. I really, I would. Like, just pretend to pass out. Like, I don't think I would actually pass out, like, legitimately, but like, I would love to just pull that just to see what the reactions are.
At your own wedding, or
at either one, preferably a friend's. Like,
okay.
I just think like a friend with a good sense of humor.
Yeah, who knows?
Like a good buddy. I think that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I guess it depends on who it is, but.
Or if it was like all in unison, just like perfectly synchronized, like, all right, whenever the priest says this, we all pass out.
Or I'll just dive off of wherever. Like if there's a lake behind you, I'll just jump in the lake or something like that. It just depends, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm going to assume if I pulled anything at these weddings, neither side would be happy about it, and I wouldn't have anybody to support me if I tried to pull anything. So
you're turning around looking for the high fives and nobody's there.
Oh yeah, it would be a complete. Yeah, I can't believe you did that. You need to leave now. So that would be.
Go for a high five. You get the classic like V8 to the forehead. You know what I'm talking about?
I get tackled. It could be all bad. But that'd get some hits on YouTube, probably.
There you go.
Whatever gets the likes, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what motivates everything I do in life.
Is it just likes?
Yes, Instagram likes, Twitter likes, whatever it is.
Just show off your booty.
Yes.
You just gotta get your ass on Instagram.
That's all you gotta do.
AOI, ass on Instagram. I think that is actually a perfect equation for likes.
Yes.
And plenty of Instagram models will tell you that, I'm sure.
And I think a lot of it has to do with the fast twitch muscles in your lower back.
Oh, yeah.
Get that twerking going. AOI.
Remember that. That'll be an equation later on. I know. You guys will be tested on it. So.
Have you ever seen the Crazy Hot Matrix on... I think it's on Facebook or YouTube or something.
Crazy hot, like as in temperature?
No, like hot as in like hot girls.
Oh, jeez.
It's you'd have to see the video. It's not worth explaining, but it's so funny. So funny.
Just you see those Instagram things. I get why they're popular, but you're just watching garbage.
Wait, what's Instacarma?
Like there's these videos on YouTube and different stuff. Like you've seen them, like driving fails, like in the U.S. Or I see these Instacarmas, like somebody will steal something from somebody and then like they get hit by a car, like bang, like literally like pick the wallet, try to run away, bang, get hit by a car.
I get caught. Wow.
And then like sirens, like Instacarma, like literally.
Okay.
It's all garbage, but it'll keep you entertained for a while.
Totally.
I mean, that's a lot of the content that's out right now. I feel like it's just you're not learning anything, you're not doing it, you're not improving yourself. It's just garbage.
Just a quick laugh.
A quick laugh, but I don't know. It turns me the wrong way, but I still watch it.
Totally.
It irks me, but I still watch it.
It's entertaining.
I guess so. You're right about that. It's hard. it's hard to find good content out there like this, you know. So.
like podcasts or?
Well, lately I've been kind of getting. I've been listening to a few podcasts. I did watch a few of yours, or started them, and I wanted to see your kind of style before I came in for this. But there's plenty of I mean, if you want to learn how to do anything, really, you can do it off a podcast. And that's why everybody's all over YouTube. You can learn how to do anything, and
you really can.
And I want to know what people are learning from this as well. how to be me, I guess. I don't know what I'm like, but I get and the same thing with other talk shows. You just kind of want to hear somebody else's perspective, and it's usually a celebrity. And
totally,
I'm definitely not a celebrity, but it's
What's the cool thing about this is just like average, ordinary people. I mean, I find you extremely interesting. I find most of my guests that I've had like very interesting.
Yeah, you're a nice guy. You're a nice guy. I appreciate it, but it's good to learn about all these different people. But man, you need to get some big names in here. You get Brad Pitt in here.
Oh yeah.
You need.
He's on tomorrow actually.
Okay, so you got him. I'm thinking Angelina Jolie, but not at the same time. Maybe Nicki Minaj. That would be an interesting.
There we go. Might need 2 chairs to sit her down, but
I think yes, you would actually need 2 to 3 to 4 chairs. I'm pretty sure if she ever got interviewed on like Jay Leno or whatever, or not Jay Leno, but I guess whoever's running the late night.
They need a couch for that.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure they accommodate their hosts or the people that they have their guests. You know, so if somebody's got extremely large ass, you know, you have to have a bigger couch, or it's just gonna look silly. It's gonna be silly all around.
And a lot of padding. Well, maybe not a lot of padding because there's already enough padding.
Or just no padding because there is so much padding.
Oh
there.
Yeah.
But
more pushing for the cushion.
But shout out to Nicki Minaj. You're doing great. Sorry to be talking about your butt on the show, but that's my disclaimer.
No. There's a only time they want to end that is when they Google my ass. You know that line?
Right,
Big Sean, Nicki Minaj. Yeah.
I just Nicki Minaj. You're great. You're awesome. But Not for me.
Not a fan.
Not a huge fan of Nicki Minaj. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this.
No, I agree. I think
I'm gonna get blown up in the comments. I know
greatest.
that, but hey, this is all about honesty, right? You gotta be for real when you're doing original content. So
just your authentic, real self.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I don't know if you're all right with this. I was gonna pick your brain a little bit for the last little segment of the show.
Totally.
Okay. So where
I'll sit up. Here we go.
Absolutely. Where do you see yourself in like if you kept with this podcast for the next like 5 years? You started really getting into it, like putting your heart and soul into it. And obviously, maybe finish up school. You might need to do that.
Might need that.
How many people do you think you could ultimately reach?
Ooh, I think the possibilities are endless. I think podcasting is blowing up. Like I think I haven't done much. There's not much backing to this.
Yep.
A little bit's like in my immediate circle. I'm starting to notice like a lot of people like our age are really starting to get exposed to podcasts.
Yep.
And I think it's a really cool platform. I think it's fucking awesome. You just have a conversation, or you can just inform people about something like a very specific niche audience. I don't know. I think I like the idea of just like endless possibilities because I think it can go anywhere.
And how about like for example, this podcast is just us talking about crap that's happened to us, and technically me because I'm your guest on the show. But do you think would you want to expand to other topics? So I'm talking like you want to get into DIY stuff. Do you want to get into cryptocurrency? Please don't. Everybody's talking about Bitcoin right now.
I know.
Literally stop. I get it.
Tai Lopez ads.
But literally stop. But do you think you could get into? What's your favorite thing to talk about on the show, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
Ooh. I have a lot of topics I like talking about.
Okay.
I think every person's like, so there's so many, like, I guess just aspects to every person's personality, you know? It's like, I don't think one person really specifies in one thing. I think everybody has like just a multitude of things to talk about.
Right.
So I guess more than anything, like, So I don't know. There's been some people like, for example, I had my buddy Joel on for a few episodes ago, and he told me all about like physics, and I like didn't understand that at all. But I found it extremely interesting. Like, he starts talking about like subatomic particles, and I'm like, I have no fucking clue what you're saying right now, but I enjoyed listening to it, and it kind of like it like piques my curiosity in these things. So like now I've been like watching like YouTube videos and stuff like that, and so really like. I'll talk about anything with anybody, pretty much.
Well, hey, that might be the future for you. You might be the variety show. You may be anything that you want, and I know that's what we've already kind of covered today. We've hit a lot of different topics, but I think if you want to do that, that's cool. But maybe we should stick with one. I don't know. I don't know what the people want. Maybe they'll tell us after this. In the comments below, let us know what.
Hey, give some feedback.
Give some feedback.
I'm not pointing to my penis right now. I'm pointing below in the comment section. Leave some feedback.
Well, what do you think? We'll wrap this up?
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
Made it 20 minutes in.
Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to do the comments. You want people to comment, or you don't want them to comment?
You do, because then that's gonna what that's gonna do is like drive more traffic to your page. Because it's gonna boost SEO.
Literally comment. Stop this podcast one letter at a time, and we will think about it. We'll think about it. Jordan, you'll think about it. It'll give us something to think about collectively. Actually, but. You want to do an outro?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, subscribe. That's actually the first time I've asked anybody on a podcast to subscribe.
Absolutely subscribe.
To my memory, yes.
Why would you not?
Absolutely.
Why would you not subscribe to this? You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Honestly, and I think a podcast would be limiting you because people can't see your beautiful face. If you agree or disagree, comment below.
We want feedback, people. We want feedback. Cool, yeah. Well, if you made it this far, this has been the shortest podcast, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jordan. I'm out.
He drops the mic. All right, cool. Yeah, if you made it this far, I appreciate your time. I really do. Yeah, deuces. Peace out. Bye.